Hey, RetconRaider here, and welcome back to Wildermyth. As today we find ourselves staring down the double barrel of a two-pronged incursion. Though, I mean, I guess they're both technically following the same path. Just staggered out, which does make things slightly easier for us. I mean, right off the bat, that first one, it's only a 2-star incursion, so it'll burn itself out on the quarry. The other one might be slightly trickier, though. We'll have to play that one by ear. Quarry safe. Let's clear this tile. Kulta's Rhymemire. Hermit Glade. The Sweeping Swallow. Is that Bunny up there? Yeah, looks like she's coming back. Hey, it's just like Nolan said. Lefefeld is just over the hill there. Time for a few pints and a hot meal. This is a waste of time. We still have a few hours of daylight. We should press on. Aw. We've been traveling a lot lately. We could all use a break. Tomorrow we fight, but tonight we drink. Come on, I'm buying the first round. Woohoo! You all go on without me. I don't feel like pubbing it tonight. You know what? I'll catch up to you later. Hey, what's wrong with you? Why did something have to be wrong with me? I just don't feel like it tonight. Well, sure, but you didn't feel like it the other night either. If I didn't know any better, I'd think you were avoiding us. It's not about you. I just don't need all that group bonding nonsense. You know, we could find a dark corner of the tavern and skulk. We haven't had a proper skulking in weeks. Like with glowering and grimaces and everything? Exactly. Probably a muttered curse here and there as well. Okay, but first round's on you. Well done, guys. That does appear to be a good use of your time. Our heroes, ladies and gentlemen. And now we appear to be fighting. Looks to be a pretty basic one, though, so we'll burn through this real quick. Honestly, it's the incursion we have to worry about. Ow. Jerk. Alright, let's clear some room here. Nice. Now let's finish off that Woken. But we'll grab another node first. Very nice. Which means we might be able to finish off one more. Stonechild's the easiest target, but he's also the lowest priority. Oh, crap. Well, that's what I get for trying to split my focus. Ooh. And once again, we are cutting this way too close. Alright, let's drop the Horn Child. Thank you, Random. Now, the Woken. And Bunny for the kill. Oh, you are killing me. Possibly, literally. Okay, let's try to finish this, please. Woken put to sleep. Aaron's untouchable, so everyone falls in behind him. Bunny for the kill? No, she needs to re-infuse. And we're done. Got it way too close, but we made it through. Hey, level up. I don't really like viciousness. Viciousness is okay. Pretty tame, but we'll take it. A shield. Well, Random's got an empty hand, and we have used him to make melee attacks off and on. Yeah, we'll pair that with his Leaf Dagger. It certainly can't hurt. Oh, and the Deepists gain a double draw on this one. The Woken gain a Hobble debuff, and Mushrocks are now added to the enemy deck. That is unfortunate. I'm not sure why they got 2 instead of 1. We'll block the healer. You know what? We'll block both of them. Might as well while it's still cheap. And the Deepists are on us before we could get defenses up. But we did get a Crow Feather Cloak. That's another new design. The Salt Forward style of storied Elnish Mariners. plus warding. I guess we'll toss that to random. Alright, this tile's about to drop, unless we manually stop them. But I think it's easier if we just fall back. Yeah. Two more layers of defense should actually fizzle them out. Nope, not enough time. Okay, we're gonna have to do this the hard way. I mean, we could just let them burn themselves out on the quarry, but then we'd have to spend time rebuilding it, and I think that's more time than I think we can really afford to lose. Honestly, I think I should have probably just stopped them on the glade. Incursion. The deepists have come. A twisting odor grows in the air, fetid and fungal, and fruited with human stink. How should the defenders respond? The mighty redwoods, they stand beside us like warriors. Stay hidden until the last moment. Fight with cunning. Concealed amid their surroundings, they elude the frustrated eyes of their enemy. Choosing the moment to strike is up to them. Wait for it. Stealth and Cunning, which is bonus damage on flanking. Initial forces are relatively tame. So actually, letting them burn through the glade was probably a good idea. That did weaken their forces. Let's see if we can knock out that slinger. Oh, double slinger. Two more insight, doesn't change anything. That is not what I meant to do, but that's fine. Damage is damage. That part is less fine. I'm gonna need you guys to land more hits, please. There we go. Slinger 1 is down. Slinger drops. Whiff on Aaron. Nice, yeah, that works. Let's strip armor. Oh, wow. Very nice. Woken out. Let's go for the slinger, but be wary. Slinger 2 out. Hey Geyser, what's up, baby? There we go. Mush rocks. Pretty straightforward. Medium durability unit with a charge attack. Oh shoot, we've got 2. Well, that does change things slightly. Light them up. Let's regroup. Nice. Aaron's untouchable. And there's that charge. Didn't realize he could go through the corner of the building. On the bright side, that actually wasn't that bad. Just stripped some armor. Let's go for a backstab. Nice. Now the Woken. And we're done. Fantastic. With a level up for random. Almost worth the upgrade the enemies are about to get. We will, of course, go for the Quelling Moss upgrade. It's worked out pretty well for us thus far. And Slingers get yet another upgrade. Incursion's done. Let's get defenses back up. We've got a fair bit of time before the next incursion. Oh, yeah, we'll definitely cancel those. Those are both awful. Again, better to do it now while it's still cheap. Oh. For a friend. You know what? Let's sit on that for a moment. As I recall, that's the event where you're forced to choose whether or not to amputate your arm. Not in a hurry to do that one. Distant Thunder. What was the lady's name we were supposed to keep an eye out for? May, I think. May. From what I know of forest folk, they normally spread themselves out over the landscape. They find each other when they want to be found. These aren't exactly normal times, though. And her husband seemed concerned, anyway. Of course he is. Old May seems distracted, starts spending more and more time out in the ruins, watching the goats. Or so she says. I'd be concerned too. Is that the story? Sometimes she wouldn't even come home at night. The guy seems at a loss. This relationship has some deep weeds in there. How do you get people to tell you these things? No idea, but if you know how to make them stop, I'm all ears. Clouds grew over like lichen over the sky. They pick their way through the building bones until a shout rings out from close by. Come on! Come on! Up the hill, a woman stands against a monument. Her gaze darts between the sky. Come on! And the shadows of approaching Thrixel. Get around her, quickly! The RetconRaiders rush towards the monument. And Thrixel, my least favorite foes. Bard, ponderous and expressionless, its heavy carapace begins to rattle, then to sing. The world changes. Seeker, droning wings carry it inexorably closer, its dodging flight impossible to predict. Alright, the Seekers are going to come right at us, so we have to prep for that. Bards are a lower priority for now, but that could change depending on what reinforcements show up. Let's slink the defense chain. I hate putting her up front like that, but I think she'll be okay. Double bonk. Gosh darn it. Are you kidding me? Wow, they all avoided Aaron. Okay, would someone please hit something? Thank you. Sorry, mate. I'm sure you'll be fine. Oh my goodness. Dweaver. Its head weaves in odd patterns, eyes shine like moons. Hissing suddenly, it looms to strike. Also a Thrusk. That Thrusk is actually the most dangerous thing on the field, at least as long as there's still a Bard around. But we've got our hands full here. We need to lock this down. Nice. Another gentle Rap-a-Tap should get the job done. Yeah, I'd say that's pretty gentle. Let's go for the Bard. Oh, you are killing me. Well, at least we can take out this Dweaver. And you just sit tight. We've got a Mega Thrusk. Saw that coming. Bard's at full health under cover. So we will have to do this the hard way. Yeah. We just need to trim the Thrusk. And take down the Dweaver. Lovely. That keeps our injured out of the way, too. Okay. Not bad. Let's hammer the Thrusk. Go for the backstab. Oh, didn't even get through the armor, but at least we poisoned. You know what? Why don't you fall back? Alright, Bunny. Really hoping you can land a solid hit here. Well, crud. The woman manages to stumble behind some ruins, escaping the attention of the monsters. Oh my goodness. Alright, I think we're good now, though. And thankfully it sounds like May did not die. She should be fine. Let's wrap this up. And we're good. You know, I got a bit too flustered in that fight. In retrospect, I can think of at least a dozen ways I could have approached that better. We'll upgrade Ambush. Oh, and Bunny will absolutely upgrade Naturalist. That's an incredible upgrade. We'll have to make that permanent if we can. Throwing knives. I guess we'll toss those to Nolan. The clouds begin to disperse, and Random regards the woman who is now rubbing her arms and staring at the ground. May? Do I know you? Your husband sends his regards. So, what's the story? Watching the goats? The goats do like it here. Ma? They climb the ruins. Ma! Brah! But that's not... When the forest began to get more dangerous, I thought it might be time to finally use the Stormwell here. This? What is it? Surprised you haven't heard of it. This thing's been on the family land forever. Aunt said it was curing. We had stories that it could... This is going to sound crazy, but... that it could give you power. And my family are abysmal storytellers, see? Terrible imaginations. So I thought, maybe they're not just stories. Maybe I could, you know, protect the goats. Bah! And my husband, my Adbor. If I could get a hold of that power. It takes research, some old family recipes, and time. Lots of time to get a Stormwell to give up its secrets. I didn't want to tell Adbor. Rather, he came up with a story of his own. Better than the story of a goat herd trying to wear a hat 2 sizes too big for her. It's a shame, though. I needed maybe one more good storm. The clouds look promising today, and I thought I could finish the process before the monsters got here. No such luck. It was silly, now that I've seen what fighting really is. I'm not cut out for it. Glad I never told Adbor. So now you're going to... count my goats and go home? Yeah. Unless one of you wants it. It's possible. Make the beasts pay good next time. The sky's clearing now, but if you ever want to take me up on it, come back sometime. Ask for May Femur. Adbor, too. We'll feed you, put you up, give you otherworldly powers. Forest folk hospitality, you know? Meh. And upgrade for Thrixol, no big deal. But more importantly, we have now unlocked the Stormwell, which we can use to give any one of our characters lightning powers. And honestly, given that he's already got range-based abilities, I'm thinking Nolan. But you know what? I'm going to save first, just in case it turns out it's not compatible with Ambush. I think they did actually update it, though, so that most of these abilities should be fully compatible with class abilities. You know, it's just, I always find it's a good idea to err on the side of caution, just in case. Sometimes these builds go a bit sideways. Wolfheart Sash. Plus health. That actually looks pretty good. Nah, looks better on Bunny. Alright, let's get defenses up, then we'll bring the thunder. Which actually leaves 3 of our guys free, so I guess we'll scout the next tile? Nolan will catch up with him once he's done. The Stormwell. May and Adbor welcomed Nolan and stuffed him full of bristleberry pie and goat cheese while they waited for the storm to roll in. Rumble. Right, this is more like it. Adbor, get your boots. You stay. Meh. May tinkered with the top of the Stormwell. Careful. Rumble. Wonderful. Good sign. Almost there. You call us when you're ready. Assorted storm noises. So, what did you give up? 4? The whole heroing. You know, like your goats or your spouse, to name examples at random. Oh. Plausible deniability. What? Nothing. There's a Nolan out there, in another time, who maybe got some goats and a wife. Maybe he was even happy. I'll never know his story, but this one's mine. Nolan's musings are sharply interrupted. Crack! May! Whoop! It's been a long flower to bloom, but it's quite pretty now, isn't it? The Stormwell fills with light, or water, or both. It swirls and spills over the sides. I should have asked this before, but am I going to have to fight something? Probably not. What happens now, then? That wasn't in the stories. The ancient voices of the Tempest aren't telling you? Oh, we actually get to choose which transformation to start with. In which case, we'll absolutely go with Arm. Nolan extends his arm into the cold water. And shock snaps up through his shoulder. Feeling fades to static. Then swells to power. You think that would have looked good on me? Might have made milking the goats harder. Well, thank you very much, May, Adbor. Looking good, Nolan. We now have Storm Arm, which grants us the Jump Jolt ability. A slightly shorter range magic attack, which jumps through multiple foes and stuns on crit. Even better, we should now be able to embark on his personal quest without having to worry about losing his arm, because he will immediately grow a new arm. Changes of heart and hand. Here's something you won't see underground. Never knew about this place. Not many do. I got my first kiss here. It was as magic as you'd expect. Something about your first love never leaves you. It complicates you, doesn't it? Can I ask you a serious question? The cult, the Deepists, you don't look like one of them. In fact, they don't look like anyone I've ever seen. Can you explain that? Oh. Falling streams rush, splash, and sing. Tadpoles float aimlessly round in the clear water. Older frogs are scarce and furtive. I saw it happen. By that time, I'd been down there for 2 days. You lose track. There was someone else. Silnock. Silnock was his name. Earlier arrival, he was all ready for the ceremony. Took his oaths. The oaths I took, I can't remember them. I ate a mushroom of some kind, fell asleep. Your oaths are completed when you awaken from them. Silnock went before me. He consumed what they gave him, and he went into the Chamber of Dreams to sleep. He was in there a day or so, and then a pair of priests went in, and I could hear... I'm not sure. The man who came back out had Silnock's body, face, but different. Warped, pulled, whittled at. Could barely speak. Skin gone strange, pigments leached and blued and weirded. Did as he was bidden, ate when he was bidden. You saw all that, but you were going to let them do it to you? My choices were gone by that point. The only hope was through. And by through, you mean? The deepening as a process is how it was explained to me. While Silnock took a step back to his blank and more primitive state, it was only in order to prepare him for his descent. And as he lowered himself, his mind would be reborn, better, deeper, more powerful, blessed by the prophet, and he would be embraced, valued, loved by his brethren all. It's like graduating from one stage to another. Growing up. Or down, I suppose. The noise of these delicate falls isn't loud enough. Their dampened skins and clothes feel cold. Fingers numb. Blue. Time to go? Right, yes. Come on, Random. This world is warm, and love, after all, ripens sweetest in starlight. Yeah, coming. A somber, story-focused event. I appreciate that. I really find the stories in Wildermyth fascinating. Like, not just the randomized stories, but the actual full-on, like, the world setting, the lore. It's something that they touch on from time to time. But trying to piece it all together into one grand tapestry is a monumental endeavor that takes a lot of exploration, a lot of persistence. They have created a fascinating world, and you only really ever get these glimpses of it, of how all the different things work, how the different factions work, even just what the day-to-day life is like for the average dweller in the Yondering Lands. Granted, each campaign does differ, of course. They're all different timelines, different continuities, but they do have the general common themes or setting details. They really did something special with this game. I'm very curious to see what they do with the upcoming DLC. That said, we're past time, so I feel like this is a good place to call it. We're stopping right on the cusp of the end of Chapter 1. So we'll tackle that next time, and obviously we'll also take care of Nolan's quest. As aforementioned, that should be an easy way to double his firepower. In theory. I haven't actually tested it, so I guess we'll see. But yeah, we'll pick up here next time. See you then. Oh, and special thanks to the Raiders, the fine folks who help make these videos possible, including but not limited to Dragon Matrix 7, Mathew Smith, Revenant, Alois, Drakiith, EreV23, EgonAlter, Emile, Exsellsior, Gottlieb, James Trimmier, Kazorm, Mark Giemza, Nathan Welch Jr., OverlordPherom, RandomPassrby, RobbyB, Tomasz Piątkowski, Triphoppenskip, and Valinrook. Thanks for your support, guys. That said, if you'd also like to help support the channel, then feel free to push the buttons that do the things. Trust me, it does make a difference. Or you could even check out the PayPal, the Patreon, the Nexus GG, or the YouTube memberships. Links are in the description.